alternative.
There are clear signs, however, that the US's economic dominance has shrunk, especially in the last 20 years. The share of global output and trade has shifted towards emerging market economies, particularly China. The US economy now accounts for about a quarter of global GDP, down from 30% in 2000.
Yesterday, Gazprom and its Chinese partners decided to move to rubles and yuan in 50-50 split when paying for Russian gas supply. I would add that short-sighted actions have spurred global inflation. It has already surpassed records that have been set many years ago in various countries.
With more and more countries agreeing to trade in the currency instead of dollar. The Reserve Bank of India has given the go-ahead for India and Tanzania to use their national currencies for bilateral trade settlement, which means that the countries can ditch the US dollar and India can use rupee for trade with Tanzania.
Well, media reports show that the Indian rupee is getting closer and closer to being a currency that can be used all over the world. Well, that view is driven by more and more nations moving towards de-dollarizing global commerce. Several countries have expressed an interest in using the rupee for trade.
The dollar is facing a revolt. The world knows it as the king of currencies, but the dominance of the dollar is now under threat. More and more countries are looking for alternatives, and China's yuan is emerging as a clear challenger. Beijing is pursuing a string of deals. The latest one is with Brazil. Brazil and China are ditching the dollar. From now on, they'll use their own currencies for trade.
Dropping. During the fourth quarter of 2020, dollar share in the global foreign exchange reserve dropped to its lowest share in over 25 years. The rise in alternative currencies may be to blame.
It has come down, partly because of the introduction of the euro. The euro has become held to a greater extent over the years.
Renminbi started playing a role as a reserve currency just a few years ago, and it accounts for a relative.
Russia has suggested that BRICS countries should drop the US dollar in favor of national currencies when trading between the bloc. The group of 5 emerging economies includes Brazil, Russia, India, China, as well as South Africa. Its industry ministers met this week via video conference.